I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. Monday night primetime is underway. He fields it from the 8. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for their next quarterback after Elway and Manning, and it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. That was 29, by the way, and he finished 3rd for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And that's the way to start this game. Give him 8 on that first offensive snap.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, it's Nix. This finds Franklin. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, you kind of know this is going to happen at least a couple of times this season. They catch the rookie there for roughing the passer.
Yeah, I think this coach would like to have a governor. Kind of like on golf carts, you know, so you don't act crazy and a fool. Some of these rookie defenders, I know coaches would love to put a governor on them. A little bit of discipline that just doesn't naturally come for a rookie.
You got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock.
That's got to be so frustrating for the run. If you're fighting the good fight, you even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Extra DB out there for the Bengals. Third down coming. Nix from the gun. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bengals nothing.
Coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm chilling, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 6 racks on it, camouflage bells. Two diamonds on it, I'm a blue pill.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
Kickoff for the Broncos.
Samaje Perine on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 7th-year pro from your alma mater, Brock, the University of Washington. It's quarterback Jake Browning.
Kate, if there's an adjective to describe Jake Browning's career in the NFL, I think I'd have to say grit. He's been on practice squads. He's bounced around different teams and different systems. He waited a half-decade in this league, persevered, before he got his shot, and he made the most of it. And people on Montlake will tell you, well, just like they said in Folsom when he was in high school in California, he may not throw it the farthest or the hardest, but he has such tremendous command of the football.
He'll try and run this.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On the shotgun, here's Browning. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First down throw, here's Browning. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting us up to the 41.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Running from the gun. He lofts it deep left. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
holding offense.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. So they get dings for the holding. You gotta wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for third down. Here's Browning. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To the air, Browning. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Looking to throw, Browning. Brought in left side by Jones. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Trying again, following the sack. He tucks it and takes off. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
Only need about half a yard, if that, Brock. This is 3rd and goal. QB sneak coming. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bengals finish off their opening drive. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals start off well to tie things 7-7.
Paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. It's quick out wide, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Nix. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on that play, and enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by the first-rounder from Texas A&M. That's Shamar Stewart.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. We're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he's right near that 1st down marker as the stop is made at the 48.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Nix trying to sneak it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Broncos.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped by the rookie that time, Demetrius Knight.
Gain of a yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Now Nix on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle, and he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's another Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 26.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Gets to space right side. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. He got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Throwing here, Nix. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down.
I got him, on me.
Nix looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Awareness. That's what I call it, okay? Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, this is P-Ryan. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Cincinnati headed back out for its 2nd drive now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Browning. Hits him on the in route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Brownie. He's running for it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Bengals.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
From the gun, a get to Brown. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They've got a man in motion. Back to throw, Browning. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing is Browning. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Chase Brown, his intended target, out of the backfield. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Still 3rd down.
Following the false start penalty, here's 3rd down and longer. Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I just hear the sound, but not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was 3rd and extra long, and now it's 4th and forever.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So here comes the Bronco offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here.
All my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it down. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to shut it down.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down.
Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing from behind the sticks, right? It is still 2nd down coming up.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Nix is hit. He lost that football. And now the Bengals have it. There he goes, right sideline. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals parlay the turnover into a lead. A great return out of him, makes a great play into one of our game's biggest highlights with that touchdown.
Yeah, some serious running back skills right there for a linebacker who doesn't get too many chances to show out like that. The only time we normally see him at top speed, Kate, is when he's running down a ball carrier. But to put that ball in his hands, wasn't going to be denied.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on third. Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, he's gonna run for it. And he has this down to the 34. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Broncos will have a first down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos with work to do on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Rance Dobbins with the dump off. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Throwing on first down, Nix dumps it off to his running back. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
10 at the 11-yard line.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about.
Holding, offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Nix from the gun. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
They'll throw again. Nix. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
3rd and long for Nix. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bengal offense getting the football late in the first half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Browning. That's him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. From the 31. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw. Here's Browning. Right side cut by Higgins. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Even 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our 2nd half gets underway. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out come the Bengals. It's their ball first, leaving the locker room. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this 2nd half, too, as they chase this lead. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting the half with a give to Brown. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 6 coming up here. Browning from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now a toss. This is Brown. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Brown quick on the draw here. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Play fake, Browning. That's incomplete left side.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Browning now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on 4th down. Here we go with Brown. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2, and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They send a tight end in motion. 1st down, and they go right back to it. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro Nick Bonito.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Browning. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
He's going to tuck it and run.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, Browning. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Broncos corral it! Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory.
Gosh, we have seen these quarterbacks make some incredible plays from here to reach the end zone. That was certainly not one of them. Careless with the football, left an opening for those defenders to knock it free and escape without surrendering any points.
Denver set to take the field on offense. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, you call that toss play, it's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Quick slant, caught by Sutton. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now Nix. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Broncos. First down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Nix holds on to it. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. It's going to cost them about a yard.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Nix looking to throw. He'll try to sap the screen. Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
From the 47. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a 31-yard play, and the Broncos will have a first down.
Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
2nd and 8. Dump off caught by his back. It's inside the 10. He winds up out of bounds with things not settled yet, so we've got a flag down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell it.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Broncos push their lead further to start the half. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
So the offense out there, and the Broncos making the call to go for 2 here.
The Broncos will line up for the...
He's going to try and throw for it. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
Makes the score. Broncos 21, Bengals 7.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away.
For the Broncos.
On the return, here's Jones. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. First call here coming from the shotgun. They go play fake with Browning. And down he goes! The Broncos got there! And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Trying again following the sack. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing off the play fake here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Chase. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
And the Bengals first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. In the shotgun, here's Browning. Catch made by Chase Brown. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 38. A quick slant. Here's Gesicki. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Browning. Taken in by Chase, left side. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. To the air, Browning. Dumps it off to his running back. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Running from the gun. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Bengals 14.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Mims. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. They've got 1st down from the 31. Give right side to Dobbins. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But the Broncos will get it back. Woo, heads up play to recover that one. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Bengals and quarterback Jake Browning ready to go once more on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, we really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, I'll tell you what, what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. This connects with Higgins. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Cincinnati.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down carry for Brown. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he's brought down at the line.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throwing on 3rd down, Browning. He lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Sending him on the dive. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
They say that football is cyclical, that everything comes back at some point. I hope fullbacks do, because this guy just showed you they can be incredibly valuable.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. He's got it on the bootleg. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down. Final timeout taken by the Bengals. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Third and a lone yard coming up. Running it again with Dobbins. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And the punter earning some high fives on that one. They're going to down this kick at the 3. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's 2nd and inches.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. The tight end going in motion right. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Bengals losing by 7. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. Play fake, Browning. It is cut left side. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. They've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 22. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Every offense I've ever seen for Pop Warner to the NFL has got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Jamar Chase. Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
You look to throw it. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. Throwing this back in the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Setting up to pass. Buys time, and he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Bengals will line up for the two-point conversion.
The flag comes out. So this is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. All right, penalty pushes them back. They are still out there. They're going to try for 2. He's throwing for it. It's caught. And he won't reach the end zone. The defense gets the stop they need, and that could win them this game. So even back to 5 yards, they still chance it with a 2-point try, partner. Unsuccessful on the attempt, though.
Yeah, lots of thoughts bouncing around this big noggin of mine. Do they not trust their kicker in that situation? I'll tell you, sure, they've got a chance at converting from the 7, but it's not a great one. It makes me wonder, did they like their odds better going for it, or did they just feel they needed those 2 points right there?
Less than 25 seconds to go. This onside try is for the game. And the kick is recovered by that Broncos hands team. Well done by them. And that should put the finishing touch on this victory. Denver set to take the field on offense. They have the ball back, but that lead now cut down to a single point, Brock. They want to run out that clock if they can, but above all else, they got to take care of that football.
This is situational football at its best. You work and prepare for these moments, and as an offense, you've got to love this situation. You don't want to play so conservative and have what you just said in the back of your mind, can't turn it over, can't make a mistake. No, you want to flip that switch and say the ball's in our hand to go finish it.
This is why it's called a victory formation. He takes a knee and the seconds tick away towards a win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.